Welcome to the Hashimoto's Doctor Podcast. You're now part of a growing community of people determined to take their health back through education and self-empowerment. But because of the healthcare system today, we don't have access to the types of healthcare that we want. So we have to do things differently. We've got to do things smarter, and we do that by becoming our own advocates. This podcast will give you the perspective and thoughts of one of the world's leading Hashimoto's doctors. So let's get started. Hi, Dr. Shook here. I hope you're doing well today. In today's podcast, I want to talk to you about something that is more and more important as there's this overflowing abundance of information online that people that are sick and not doing well are finding, and it lends itself to be beneficial in some cases and very detrimental in others. And really what it comes down to is this. Many people are reading and taking advice, and even doctors. I see this done with people that I work with clinically that have been to someone or to someone that practices some sort of alternative, integrative, functional medicine approach, and they do the right things, but they do them in the wrong order and at the expense of their health, because doing the right things in the wrong order can actually be very detrimental. So, for example, you wouldn't detoxify someone if they have a digestive tract issue, because the detoxification process puts those toxins primarily into the bile, which gets mixed with your food and passes to the GI tract. If the gut is still very unhealthy, and if let's say you don't change diet, there's several things you need to do correctly here, then you may be just mobilizing these toxins, putting them into the GI tract, only to redistribute them through auto-intoxication, reabsorbing them into the bloodstream through an unhealthy GI tract. So this is a great example of doing the right things in the wrong order. And I see this so frequently now that I wanted to just discuss it briefly. You know, there is a structure, there is an order to things. And depending on the situation and your particular mix of problems, you have to consider the order. And it's I can't stress it enough, because I'm seeing it a lot more, recently. I've seen it quite a bit more recently, just due to the abundance of information. And there's a lot of information, but the other thing that I find that's so challenging about this is that there's a lot of information available for people to try and help themselves. And there's no doubt that there's more than one way to do things that can help people, right? There's no doubt about it. But I see so frequently that there's information that's in advice that's being given that I don't agree with, that I think can actually be detrimental and problematic. And I wanted to share that with you guys. I think it's really important that you take these things into consideration. You don't do the right things in the wrong order. And I can't, it's going into what is the right thing in what order is more about understanding what your unique problems are and less about a set in stone order of approach. Okay, I hope that makes sense, because there's a framework that I use, and you can go listen. You can look at a lot of my videos on my approach. You can go to our website at drbradshuk.com, and you can look at the information on my approach. I have written and I've recorded, and I have extensive videos. I've produced videos extensively on my approach and the framework that I take and I use. So definitely go there and go to drbradshuk.com, and you can look at Hashimoto's tab, and there's one of the sub pages is Dr. Shook's approach. That's a great video for you to watch to better understand the approach that I might take. But I wanted to share this with you because I think it's very important that we consider what we're doing, and that we don't take for granted, being specific and laying the foundation for properly addressing some of the problems that we have. So anyway, I hope this helps you guys to better understand, at least contemplate this. When you're looking at doing something, am I doing this in the correct order? Is this the right thing for me to do? Or is this actually, going to be problematic and create some issues for me? And if you don't know, then don't do it. Okay, don't do it, because I've seen people get worse, and it just creates a lot of potential problems for you. So if you need help, please do reach out to us. We are here for you. But I hope this helps you out today. I appreciate you spending this time with me, and I hope this helps to improve your quality of life. But until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you. Thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed hanging out behind the scenes with Dr. Shook. You can also talk with and learn from Dr. Shook through Facebook Live on our Facebook page at the Office of Dr. Brad Shook. Don't forget, you can also get access to our videos, guidebooks, and thyroid programs at www.drbradshook.com. Oh yeah, and don't forget one more thing. We can change the world one person, one family, and one community at a time. Until next time, remember, today is your day, and no one will tell you who you are and what you can be.